everyone, welcome back to a new video, and in this one I'm just going to share my thoughts on EA WRC and where it is roughly a year after release. So this is just really going to be me talking through my thoughts on it. I'm going to try and do it while driving. If that fails miserably, we'll cut to the replay and me talking over the replay. So expect some crashes in this, because trying to talk, think and listen to the pace notes and drive probably well above my cognitive ability, but let's give it a go. We're at Monte Carlo with the 2023 models of the Rally 1 cars. So in a Hyundai i20 myself. So let's give this a go. Ooh.
Good luck.
Okay. Right, let's get things underway with our countdown here.
4, 3,
2, 1.
go. 6 right to square left.
Right, now one of the reasons why I wanted to use Monty is because it does show off where we still have some graphical deficiencies in WRC. Now I'm running an RTX 4070, which is a reasonable card by any stretch of the imagination, but one thing you will notice is that the reflections, particularly on the icy areas, are not what can be called great. They can, under certain lighting conditions, look a bit weird, and a lot of people, and I don't think they're necessarily wrong, will argue that it doesn't look as good as Dirt Rally 2.0, and I mean the reason given for that, for moving to Unreal, is the trade-off between the limitations of the old engine and the ability to have truly epic length stages in the title. And yeah, that may well be a valid concern and requirement. Told you. But you know, was Unreal the best choice? Could they have created? Well, that's terminal damage and completely unrecoverable. I think we might use one of our restarts there. Oh, we don't get to use one of our restarts, so that's the rally over. Oop. I will use one of my restarts.
Start 6 right, square left. Good luck.
Okay, I'll see you in the replay. Okay, so there we go. I managed to get to the end of the stage without driving off the road again. Let's pop up a quick replay and have a chat about WRC. So as I was mentioning, yeah, the graphics side of things. I think overall it's a balance, and which you prefer is, to a large degree, whether you can accept the trade-off between the longer stages and what are arguably poorer graphics and better graphics and shorter stages. One thing that is definitely not up for debate is the fact that Dirt Rally 2.0 definitely had more love for it in terms of VR. The VR implementation is still not great within ERWRC, unfortunately. But again, we're now into a kind of tied into a manufacturer, sorry, not a manufacturer, an official series, which makes things like that arguably harder. That's not really an excuse for Codemasters, but it is what it is, unfortunately. I do also think that the title is a little less polished overall. I mean, watching the replays here, normally, I will actually do it, normally I switch over to purely the trackside cameras, because there's no real work been put into the cut cameras, and you can see some pop in just there. So it's a lack of polish, you know. With the full range of cameras, you get, oh, that was quite nice, you get this weird thing where it will stay on a view for a fraction of a second before jumping off of it, or you go over a jump and it cuts to an interior view. It's just not as well put together as it was in the older titles, either Dirt or Dirt 2.0. So sorry, Dirt Rally or Dirt Rally 2.0. If we then come on to the physics, it's been refined a little bit over the course of the year. The tarmac's improved a little bit more, and it's carried over certainly some of the nice ice snow variable traction in places like Monty, which again I do like. Overall, I still feel it is more forgiving than Dirt Rally 2.0, but as I mentioned in my original review video, that's kind of to be expected, given that this has a much wider and arguably more casual orientated audience around it. Now it carries the WRC license, so I know that's a bone of contention for a lot of people, but it didn't really surprise me that much. I've got to be perfectly honest. Look at that off. I wasn't even narrating that, but I got back on the road. The career mode I really like. I think that's well put together. I really do like the moments, although I do miss the dailies. One of the things I miss about the dailies, weeklies and monthlies from the older Dirt titles was around the fact that you got one go at them, and that amped up the pressure. The moments I like because they're a mixture of real world and fantasy ones and things like that. I don't like the fact that certain ones are locked behind the EA season pass, because I personally see no value in the season pass, but it's EA. What you can do, EA's going to EA. Back to the physics and handling, and this kind of ties into the cars. It is more forgiving than Dirt Rally 2.0. I don't think that's disputable myself, but they have fixed some other things. So on Dirt Rally 2.0 and to a degree the original Dirt, older rear wheel drive cars, particularly the Escort, the back end was just absurdly lively on them. That has definitely been tamed. I don't know whether that's a better base setup for the cars or a better tweaks to the overall physics and the handling of it, but to me they definitely feel more controllable and a little bit more like, well, they should be. So from that point of view, plus I really like the expanded car roster. There's some really good stuff on there. The wide range of tracks that we've got now, plus the DLC tracks that we've got more cars coming, so that is good to see. I was a little bit worried that it would be the usual Codemasters EA pump and dump, and we get year after year after year after year. Now, we don't know what they're going to do going forward. Will we get annual releases, biannually releases? It will be interesting to see how this plays out and what they do with this. But the approach of a base game that they add content to, I quite like. Now, I know you can't continue that forever. It's never going to happen. There's going to need to be a new title at some point. But the fact that they're not pumping them out annually, I do actually quite like, and I hope that will continue. So overall, the interesting thing I find talking about ERW's WRC a year later is the fact that I still have to talk about Dirt Rally 2.0, which kind of does demonstrate that it's not that as big a leap forward as a lot of people were hoping. The fact that there's still a lot of people who prefer Dirt Rally 2.0 for some very valid reasons is quite telling about some of the shortcomings of EA WRC. But overall, I actually find it quite an entertaining title. I enjoy playing it, I enjoy the driving on it, I like the variety, I like the campaign and the championship, I like the moments, and I like the online clubs that we have with it. So I do personally think it's got a lot going for it, and a lot of the early issues around the title have been resolved, and that's good to see. So overall, the biggest question is, which one should you go for? If you're looking for a well-polished rally title it really is a limited set of options in this day and age. You've either got EA WRC or you've got Dirt Rally 2.0, and that is about it, which is a shame that we've got that dearth on the market at the moment of new titles. Now, which one you should go for, that's a trickier question, in all honesty. I still think that Dirt Rally 2.0 is overall more polished. I think the physics are more accurate, and it is a slightly more challenging, demanding title as a result of that. I think it's better implemented in terms of its VR and overall in terms of the title in a polish. But if you want the longer stages, you want the official license, you want a wider range of cars and a wider range of stages which are longer, then it's EA WRC. So I think it's kind of, you've got to balance these two up and go for the one that you find most appealing. Although this being a year on from the release of EA WRC, I would imagine a lot of people have already made their choice and either been happy with the choice they've made or regretted it. But there we go, that's my kind of retrospective a year on of EA WRC. If you have enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you like this video and want to see more content like it, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be notified when new content gets uploaded. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye.